Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M40 M43, the Tier 8 American SPG, and this one's located on the north spawn of Erlenberg under the command of laughinkitti. Now this skin you can see is a brand new one from Jazz. It's absolutely fabulous. It's a recreation of an actual monument in America. They've got one of these and this one says Big Shot on the side. Now that's the 155mm gun, which makes this the M40. And well, Jazz laughinkitti is moving off to his firing position. I'll just say thank you, Jazz, for the skin. It's beautiful. It really is fabulous. We love these skins. They look so superb. Okay, laughinkitti's moving off to the west side of the map, and yep, there's a team kill in this video. And it's towards the end of the game, and so we're going to watch the game to start with because it's quite a good one. Certainly good for laughinkitti, but it's not good what happens to him at the end of the game. Okay, well, he's got the 155mm howitzer, as I said, so that means his fire rate is a little bit faster than with the 8-inch howitzer. Actually, I should say 155mm gun, because it's the same gun they use for the M12, and that's a gun of French design but a very accurate gun. Reload time 26.75 seconds. Fires at that bat chat on the retreat. Unfortunately it just landed too far away from him to do any damage. Now this battle came after the nerf, after the 1.5 nerf. All Arty players are suffering from it. Well, at least all the ones with stun, that is, because Wargaming have effectively gone back on their, their promise. They gave us stun in return for the changes in 9.18, and now they've just sort of like gone back on that and said, "Oh, we're taking the stun away," or at least removing some of it, removing the damage, and also removing all the hit points that we would have earned if we'd been in the standard game. Well, he's got a hit on the Oho already for 208 hit points, and now he's just waiting for the reload to complete so he can finish off this AMX M451. Lining him up, rounds out straight away, and yes, he did get a hit. Now, ordinarily, in a previous game, and 1.4 or below, that probably would have been a kill shot. He would have taken out that AMX M4, but now with the changes, that was only a splash hit, and a very minor one at that. Okay, almost ready to hit this Type 5 heavy. Rounds out straight away, and yes it does. Hits him for 156, a direct hit just below the turret line. In fact, actually it's on the weak spot, so that landed exactly on the place they needed to hit in order to do maximum damage. You can see that, just that line underneath the turret. Almost ready to shoot again. Now if that Wizzy 120 sits next to the Oho, he's, or to the Type 5 rather, he's actually going to get badly damaged as well. But under the old rules he would have suffered a lot more than he does now, because of course he's slightly further away from the point of explosion. Okay, the Type 5, oh, he's popped back again. So I guess he didn't learn anything from his previous encounter with an HE round out. Ah, that one wiped him out. So now he's learned. He's getting an education, you could say. But there's a Jaeger at the end of that road now, and that's a slightly more different pod position because they've got very heavy armour. Ooh, just lost a pattern, and that was to the Striv 1030. Right, we've got a tortoise across the other side of the road, but from this position I don't think we can hit him directly. Right, the Wizzy 120 we can hit. He just popped out there for a second to go around the houses, try and get at that Chrysler, and unfortunately, yeah, he's just taken him out. we have got some forces further down the road, and the Wizzy 120 is trying to side scrape and put shells into them, and it's very difficult for Laughing Kitty to get a shot on him because the houses are getting in the way. He's in cover. But we hit the wreck there, not the tortoise, the wreck that was just in front of the tortoise. Now Laughing Kitty's adjusting his firing position. He's going to try and get onto the back of that mat. Extending his aim again. Round out. Oh, that was a good shot. That really was a good shot because he actually damaged the Wizzy 120 and the tortoise, but he did more damage to the tortoise than the Wizzy 120. 247 hit points of damage. That was a really good shot. Now, unfortunately, that 60 TP is now in a lot of trouble because he's face-hugging the tortoise, and oh well, he pulled back, but now he's been shot in the side and he's out the game. And that shell just hit the roof of the building. So Laughing Kitty's decided it's time to bug out, time to move, and the best place for him to go at this point in the game is actually to move off to the east side of the map because he's already over the river and he's got strong forces over on the east side, and you can get better fields of fire from further east at the north end of the map. Okay, just having a quick look round. I think he's going to try a quick shot. He has reloaded. And is he going to try for that bat chat? Looks like it. He stopped to shoot and rounds out. Bit late, but it stunned him. The trouble is that it's when you're taking shots like that at such a long range, you have to take into account the flight time of the shell. So you do have to give extra lead to the targets to make sure that the shell can arrive in time. And again, this is something that non-Arty players don't appreciate. We're firing over much longer ranges than they are, and it could be that it will take something like 4 seconds for the shell to get from one end of the map to the other, and by the time 4 seconds have passed, the enemy would have done something completely different and certainly moved away from the firing point or the aim point. Well, there's that tortoise. He's gone behind the buildings. The Progetto's chasing him, I think. Yeah, he's turning to face the Progetto, but remember, that's the Progetto 65. He's got 4 shots, not 3. And this Udes, well, he's hiding in the water. That's one of the new Udes. And he just got wiped out. The Udes has finished off the tortoise. The T10 got that Udes. And here's the bat chat. Well, we're not going to be loaded before he reaches the town, and our Udes has been wiped out as well. We're loaded, and we're 2 tanks up on the enemy, so it looks like the game is ours, but you know, these battles, they can turn one way or the other very, very quickly. Okay, Batchat's been seen. He's running for the south. Or he's actually running for the castle now. That was a much better shot. 102, just slightly to one side of the Batchat, but it did take some hit points off him, and it stunned him. He's going around the other side. The Borsig's around there, or rather, can get shots on him from the other side. Unfortunately, the Borsig hasn't got any help, but the Progetto 65's moving over to assist. And of course, Laughing Kitty's looking for a target. Now, watch that T10. It's just coming up on the minimap. He's coming up to Laughing Kitty. He's currently in grid square A6. And that is the team killer. He's about to move up and take a shot at Laughing Kitty. Here he comes. And there's absolutely no reason for this. The game is in the bag, yes, but there's no reason for a team kill. And there you go. He's team killed Laughing Kitty. I think that's Thekizbe is his name. Thekizbe. So obviously you'll see that in the end of battle results. That means the the total is now 10-9. So basically the game is not in the bag now. There's a very good chance the game could go the other way. The only thing in the enemy's or in the team's favour is the fact that they have got nearly 1,600 hit points more on their vehicles than the enemy does. But of course the enemy has an Arty, and Laughing Kitty's team do not anymore. Okay, well, we'll speed up the battle just a little bit more. And we can see now that there's still a 1 tank difference. Now the enemy's lost their back chat, and I think he was their best player. They've lost their strength. The team is converging on their cap. They found the UDES and the enemy Arty. The enemy Arty's dead. And it won't be long before the UDES is as well. Yep, he's gone. So, the end of the game. And apart from the messages in chat, which I won't repeat because they were a bit nasty, yes, the end of battle results, and here they are. It was a third-class tanker for Laughing Kitty. He was working very hard, and he probably would have ended up with even more damage on the enemy if he'd been allowed to do so to the end of the game. He got a third-class tanker, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8 in total, and he picked up a Confederate medal because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And his win rate for the game was only 1330, but I suspect it would have been a lot higher than that if he'd been able to go for the full length of the battle. So, here's the end of battle results. You can see the team killer is actually top on damage. He got 4,001 hit points of damage, picked up the Spartan and Steel Wall. Laughing Kitty 1193. He got the Confederate. The Striv 103 got the Tank Sniper. So, there you go, top there. But he didn't get the highest damage. The high caliber went to the Jaeger on the enemy team with 5,979 hit points overall. So at least this guy didn't pick up that medal. And when it came to kills, well, it was shared between the T10, the Progetto, and the Witty 120, who actually managed to get a Leverslaeus medal. And when it came to base XP, it was the T10 Team Killer, 1,305, 978 for the Scorpion, 949 for the Progetto. Laughing Kitty managed 738. Laughing Kitty fired 14 rounds in that game, got 3 direct hits, no penetration, but 16 splash. Damage of 1,193 hit points, and all of it was at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy, but killed 1, and did 1,612 hit points of stun assist of 15 stuns. On a premium count, well, it says here he didn't earn anything for the battle. And I found that rather strange, actually, because I'm sure this is an error by Wargaming, but surely he actually did do a lot of work for the game. And so for him to actually end up with 0 credits after getting a Confederate medal, I think he needs to check that out with Wargaming and find out why they're giving him no credits at all. But after the amount for the battle actually showing a negative amount, 9,808, and of course remember he was team killed, so he should have got compensation here as well. And after repair for his vehicle, he actually shows here a loss, and minus consumables. He's not showing a total score at all, but I presume that there's some problem with the recording here of the results, because otherwise he should be showing a positive balance by quite some amount. He did get 1 bond for getting the Confederate, and he's not showing any experience here at all either. Again, I think this is an error. For some reason it's not recording the battle results correctly. But anyway, going back to the start. The team killer is this guy. Thekizbe, and he team killed Laughing Kitty without any justification whatsoever. So if this guy happens to be on the opposite side in a battle and you see him, do feel free to send as many HE shells in his direction as possible to make him feel welcome, you know, to make him realise that if he team kills an Arty, all Arty are going to be after him specifically because he's an Arty team killer. We don't like them in the game. Wargaming doesn't like them. They shouldn't be in the game if they are team killing because they're breaking Wargaming's rules. And although Wargaming allows the automatic friendly fire system to deal with this matter, I'm afraid it's not enough, because even if you take out team damage, and this is what Wargaming said they would do, I'm afraid it's not stopping people from doing what he just did by team killing Laughing Kitty. So, if you see this guy in battle, make sure you hit him, make sure he feels or suffers for what he's just done today. Thanks for watching.